Every glow-up conversation starts and ends with the physical. Skin, hair, body, posture, and all of those things matter. But there is a layer beneath all of them that determines whether any of it actually lands, whether the physical changes you make translate into the presence, the magnetism, and the effortless confidence that make the difference between someone who looks good and someone who is truly unforgettable. That layer is the mind, and the vast majority of women who invest heavily in their physical appearance have never once applied the same level of intention to the internal landscape that shapes how they carry every single thing they have built on the outside. The result is a gap. A woman who looks polished but does not feel it. Who has done the work but is not receiving the results she expected because the mind underneath is still running the same old patterns, the same old stories, the same default settings that no amount of skincare or styling can override. Today we close that gap. The first step is understanding what your mind is actually doing to your face right now without your permission. This is not a metaphor. When you are running a mental pattern of comparison, self-criticism, or chronic low-grade anxiety, your face reflects it in measurable, visible ways. Your jaw holds tension, your brow furrows microscopically, the muscles around your eyes tighten, your shoulders pull forward. These are not dramatic expressions. They are the accumulated physical signature of a mind that has been operating in deficit mode, telling itself it is not enough, not ready, not quite there yet, for so long that the tension has become structural. It shows up as a baseline expression that reads to every person who looks at you as guarded, tired, or uncertain. And no concealer addresses tension. No serum softens a clenched jaw. The only intervention that works at this level is changing what the mind is doing in the background. Everything else is surface treatment applied over a root cause that is still active. The second step is the practice of mental editing. Your mind, like an overcrowded beauty shelf, is full of thoughts and beliefs that have never been evaluated for whether they are serving you. Most were installed before you were old enough to question them. Beliefs about your appearance, your worth, your right to be seen. The practice is simple. For 1 week, notice the thought that arrives first when you look in the mirror. Do not try to change it, just notice it. Identify whether it is a fact or a story. A fact is verifiable and neutral. A story is an interpretation layered with judgment. Most of what we tell ourselves in the mirror is story. And once you can see it clearly, you can begin to question whether it is one you chose, or one that simply arrived and was never challenged. The third step is about where you direct your attention, and this is the shift that has the most immediate and visible effect on how you read to other people. There is a specific quality that universally attractive, magnetic people share that has nothing to do with their features. It is the quality of being genuinely interested rather than perpetually self-monitoring. Most people walk through the world with their attention directed inward and backward, monitoring how they are coming across, replaying what they said, pre-calculating how they will be perceived. And that inward monitoring creates a specific expression that reads as absent, as self-conscious, as somehow not quite present, even when physically in the room. The shift is to redirect that attention outward and forward. To be genuinely curious about the person in front of you, the space you are in, the moment you are occupying. This is not a performance of interest, it is actual interest, cultivated as a practice. And when your attention is genuinely directed outward, your face changes, it opens. Your eyes soften and brighten, your expression becomes warm and engaged, and people respond to that quality with a magnetism that no physical feature alone can generate. Curiosity is one of the most attractive qualities a human being can possess. And it is entirely a choice about where you point your mind. The fourth step addresses the single most common internal pattern that undermines physical glow-ups before they even have a chance to land. It is the comparison loop. Most women exist in a near-constant state of implicit comparison. With other women in the room, with women on their screens, with previous versions of themselves, with idealized future versions of themselves. And comparison, regardless of its direction, generates the same neurological response, a sense of deficit. Either you are behind someone else, or you are behind your own standard. Every time you catch yourself in a comparison, with anyone, for any reason, redirect your attention to one specific thing you are doing, building, or becoming that has nothing to do with anyone else. Not a general affirmation, a specific fact. I showed up for my routine this morning. I am building something. I made one intentional choice today. Specificity breaks the abstraction of comparison and returns your attention to your own trajectory. And a woman who is focused on her own trajectory has no mental bandwidth left for the loop that was quietly stealing her glow. The fifth step is about the relationship between your mind and your body, specifically the direction of influence that most people have entirely backwards. Most people wait to feel confident before they carry themselves confidently. They wait to feel beautiful before they invest in how they look. But neuroscience has consistently demonstrated that this sequence is reversible. Your body does not wait for your mind's permission to generate confidence signals. When you change your posture, your breathing, your pace, your gaze, your brain reads those physical signals and adjusts its neurochemical output accordingly. The emotional experience follows the physical action, not the other way around. This means that the decision to act as though you already are the woman you are trying to become is not self-deception. It is neurological priming. It is using the body as the fastest route into the mental state that makes everything else possible. Act first, feel it second, believe it third. That is the sequence, and it works every single time it is applied consistently. The sixth step is the one that makes all of the others permanent. It is the cultivation of a relationship with yourself characterized by consistency rather than intensity. Most women approach self-improvement in surges, motivated for a week, inconsistent for 3. Then a fresh start, and the reason this cycle repeats is not lack of discipline, it is the absence of a stable relationship with the self that exists independently of motivation. Motivation is a feeling. Feelings are temporary. What creates lasting transformation is showing up for yourself on the days when you do not feel like it. The 2-minute facial massage when you are tired, the mirror acknowledgement when you are not feeling it. These small, consistent acts accumulate into a self-image built on evidence rather than aspiration. And a self-image built on evidence is unshakable. It simply holds, because you have been showing up for it long enough to know, from your own lived experience, that you are someone who does. Here is the complete picture. 6 steps that build the mental foundation without which every physical glow-up remains incomplete. Understanding what your mind is doing to your face in real time, and addressing the root rather than the surface. Auditing the beliefs you are running and identifying which ones were chosen versus which ones simply arrived. Redirecting your attention from self-monitoring to genuine curiosity about the world and people around you. Interrupting the comparison loop with radical specificity about your own trajectory. Using your body as the entry point into the mental state you are trying to build rather than waiting for permission. And showing up for yourself with consistency rather than intensity until your self-image is built on evidence that cannot be argued with. The most beautiful mind is not the most positive one. It is the most honest, the most present, and the most consistently committed to its own growth. Build that. And everything you have built on the outside finally has something real to stand on.